Work hard, dedicate yourself to your profession, make a lot of money, hustle, work all day long, sacrifice sleep, sacrifice anything. That's the advice that you hear. That's the main self-improvement advice that everybody is giving. And this is destroying so many people, and it hurts their future, because if you are 18, 19, you feel a little bit lost, you don't have a purpose in life. You try to get more centered, more grounded. Your reality is not very strong. So you hear everybody's advice. You don't know what is true and what is not. And because you hear the advice that you have like to work super hard, this is what you are going to do, because that's the meaning of life. Yeah, of course you have to work hard, you have to work very hard, but this is not the point. The point is not to work hard. The point is to create an amazing life, an amazing lifestyle. So if you're just a hustler, this is one part of the equation. This is not the whole process. You have to also focus on improving your communication. You have to focus on becoming charismatic, and you have to fix your trauma and your inner issues in order to be a complete person and to actually enjoy life. If you are a millionaire and you cannot go to nature and enjoy it, be present, if you cannot take a week off of doing nothing and actually enjoying it and being at peace, then you haven't succeeded in life. You have failed, and you have break the matrix, you have break the prison, but you are still in a prison, but it's just a golden prison. This is what I see, unfortunately, with many people that go to Dubai, which is amazing, which is an amazing place, and I'm going to visit it too, but it attracts a very specific category of people. The young hustler who wants to who makes a lot of money, but who lacks the spiritual component, who's not grounded. So, of course, work hard. The point of the video is not to take your motivation away and destroy your confidence. Of course, you have to work super, super, super hard. You have to sacrifice a lot of things, but this is not the end goal. This is a way to get the amazing life, to have the amazing lifestyle. Levels of energy, Power versus Force, The Power of Now, The New Earth. These are good books to start your spiritual journey. You can work on all these things at the same time. You don't have to neglect yourself, your mental health, your spiritual journey in order to just focus on making money. What I would say instead, to make as much money as you can, but at the same time also contribute to society, have a good impact, because the world doesn't need more trash products that will make you rich, but it will send you to hell, it will destroy your soul. Also, being a hustler doesn't mean that you cannot go out on a Friday, on a Saturday night, in some nice venues, places, clubs, events, and have fun, socialize, meet amazing people, and flirt. What I do instead is, when I go out to clubs, to bars, when I socialize, I get a high ROI because I have built the systems and I have the skills. So it's very common for me to close clients in the street, to get people to come to my seminars, to build amazing relationships with very high value people. So the myth that if you go to clubs you are going to be broke, that's a myth. If you go there and you just buy drinks and you stand still and you don't socialize, you are not taking initiative, then yes, it is a waste of time. Then you are going to waste your time, energy and money. Then don't do it. But if you do it the right way, without alcohol, of course no drugs, and you challenge yourself, you do like small social challenges every time, then you are going to end up getting a very high ROI, a very high return of investment from your nights out. And this is what I help people do. I help them to be able to have fun, enjoy life, and live amazing experiences, and of course, make money. If you just focus on making money, that's one metric. For someone to be successful, you have to have all the metrics. To live life, to enjoy life is actually a skill, and it's a skill that you can develop. Of course, when you first start to be successful, when you first start to make money, you don't know how to spend the money, what experience you want to get. So this is a process for you, and probably if you are watching this video, you are going through this process and you are going better at it, and I'm proud of you, and you have to keep going because there is always a next level. Never stop growing, Never settle. Of course, you can take time off, you can do active recovery, you can have amazing vacations, you have like good time with your friends, but there is always a next level. You can never stop growing. And one of my favorite examples is from my favorite basketball player, or one of my favorite basketball players, Kobe Bryant, who, when they asked him about his career after basketball, he told the people that they were asking him that he wants his career after basketball, with everything that he wanted to do, to be even better than his basketball career. And that was so inspiring for me, because he was one of the most famous people, and you could see that from when he died, unfortunately almost 6 years ago. The whole world sat down, everybody was touched by it. So a person as successful as him, he didn't settle. And even after this amazing basketball career, even after all the injuries, everything that he went through, he still wanted to push through and go to the next level. For some of you, the next level might be to go to nature. For some of you, it might be to build the systems to start having more free time. Because if you have to do everything in your business, then you are not really free. You want to have the system, you want to build the systems in order to have the time to actually live life. You want to get assistants, you want to clone yourself. This is what I do. I have many assistants, many people who help me, that I have trained them, who usually come out of my trainings, and then we become family, friends, we work together, so I don't have to be everywhere at the same time, so I don't have to overstretch myself. I build the system so I can focus on the important things in a business, on shooting content, on coaching my clients, on running my seminars, and the business can still run because I have amazing people next to me. But many people don't do this, they hesitate because they want control. You have to let go, you have to understand that you cannot control anything and you don't want to control anything. So the more you let go, the more actually you are going to have more epiphanies and you are going to be successful and make more money. Because if you control, if you try to micromanage everything in your business, then there is no creativity. And your goal should be always to have a huge impact. That should be your priority. And this is more important than money, clout, and fame. Because impact, legacy, and all the people that you motivated. When strangers come up to me and they talk to me and they tell me that I changed their lives through my videos or my seminars, I get very happy, and this is like the best feeling in the world. One of my mentors, Owen Cook, you might know him, he says that he has, every day he has many people come up to him and they cry and they try to give him money because he changed their lives. He changed my life too, shout out to him. So that's like something that it's invaluable. That's something that you cannot compare it with money. What I do now, that I free associate, that I talk in front of the camera with nothing prepared, this is something that you can do too. And this is something that I also do in my seminars. In the seminars that I run, that I've been running the last 6-7 years, I free associate. I come up on the stage and I haven't prepared anything, and I speak for like 5, 6, 7 hours with nothing prepared. This is a skill that you can get to. And also when I go out, I do the same. I free associate. This is one of the most powerful things, the ability to free associate. But in order to be able to do this, you have to let go. If you try to control everything, if the control mask has taken over, then you cannot do this. You need to have a PowerPoint, you need to have notes, you need to have techniques when you go out and socialize. But when you let go, when you don't try to control anything, when you breathe and stay present and let it come to you, then is the moment that you connect to God and you get very creative. This is what it actually means to face your fears. When you come on stage with nothing prepared, when you go out to socialize and you approach the people that you find attractive, you talk to the people that you want to talk to the celebrities, to the high value people, to the people that you want to have in your life. That's what it means to really have growth. Reading books is good, meditating is good. I love meditation, you should do it every day. You can do a lot of things about active recovery, but at the end of the day, you have to face your fears and do the things that are the hardest, because the more you do the things that are very hard, the more confident you are going to get. People ask me all the time, why you are so confident? Is your confidence for real? How can you be so confident? The reason why I'm so confident is because I have faced my fears. I have done the difficult things again and again. So this gives me extreme confidence because I can trust myself, because I've been through hell. And this is how you get real confidence and core confidence, not situational confidence. Yes, you can have confidence when you are around people that love you, that support in a friendly environment. If you are a barman, you can have like confidence in the bar that you work. But what happens when you go outside the place that you work? You're not confident. That's pathetic. The standard should be to be 10 out of 10 confident in all social situations. Most people think that the end goal is to be confident. No, this. The starting point is to actually be confident. This is where life starts. No social anxiety, no approach anxiety. That's the standard. That's not the end goal. If you don't have this, you are not even in the game, especially in today's world, which is very competitive, and you are competing with people from all over the world. And of course, if you love today's topic, if you resonated with what I was talking about today in this video, you can DM me on Instagram and we can have a talk, we can do a chat, we can talk with my team and see if you are a good fit. We can work together. It's not a coincidence that you are watching this video and you stayed until the end of the video, because someone else after 2, 3, 5 minutes they would leave. They will not watch the rest of the video because they don't have the attention span or they are not ready spiritually. Because you have to be ready for the mentor, for the coach to appear, for the change to happen. We are here in Athens, a historic city in the center of the world. So when I do these videos in Athens, I try to connect with my ancestors. I listen to the voices of hundreds, thousands generations behind me and I get inspired. I connect to my roots. So this is not me talking to you, this is them. If you like this video, like, subscribe, send it to a friend, spread the cause. Let's spread good vibes, let's make a world a better place. And in order for this to happen, you have to take responsibility. Don't say that I'm too small. Yeah, we are all too small, but if everybody is doing their best on a daily basis, then the world is going to become a better place. See you next week. Peace.